Alrighty, gentlemen. So, first of all, clearly I've sped up the boring running bits, or if I'm like waiting and hiding and watching guards, let's speed it up so we can make this a little bit more reasonable watch. So for starters, while I get in position here, I will explain what this is. This is a reimagining of the Flecktarn challenge of Metal Gear Solid 3 fame, invented by myself and Chad. But a few things are going to be different in this case compared to MGS3. So a few rules. Number one, we have to go naked, or shirtless in this case. I don't know whether the color of your pants, the camo of your pants, matters when you switch to naked or not, so I'm just going with olive drab, shirtless, and we'll just go with that. It seems certainly challenging enough going that way. And the usual obvious rules apply. No tranking anybody, no killing anybody, no knocking anybody out, nothing like that. No alerts, total ghost mode. That's what it's all about. I am fine with first alerts. That's the, hey, what was that kind of thing. But that was the case in the older Metal Gears 2, so I think it works fine here. So I'm just going to keep that. I have turned off the marking functionality in this game, so there'll be a few times where you might see me zoom in on a soldier and quote-unquote mark them. But they don't glow blue through the walls because I think that's kind of cheap. So I think to do this challenge, purely marking should be off. Obviously I've got reflex mode off too, but it doesn't matter when you're ghosting, so we can forget about that. And lastly, a big part of this challenge in this game, I think, is about earning the No Traces bonus, which comes in the score screen at the end of each mission. And a few words about that. Number one, it is technically possible to still gain the No Traces bonus by sticking it behind guards, holding them up, forcing them to the ground, and then you can even Fulton them at that point, and you can still get No Traces. And I'm going to disallow that for the purposes of the Flecktarn challenge, with the exception of mission objectives that require you to eliminate / retrieve certain key individuals. I'm fine with that. In fact, that's the way I want to handle that, is to try to just hold them up and then Fulton them, because I think that'll present a pretty interesting challenge. But I am disallowing myself to hold up and remove just random sentries, because that would be too easy to do that, as weird as that sounds. Anyway, so as you can see here in this mission, I've I've retrieved the intel from the first location of the first mission. It's relatively simple to get in there, so I didn't feel like I needed to comment on that very much. But what I really like about this particular mission or video that I've made is that this next place that I'm going is not a super practiced, rehearsed experience. Like, I actually wing it quite a bit and get like some pretty tricky jams. It's pretty interesting and cool. I can't wait to get there. There's one little spot where I'm going to slow it down, and you'll see some soldiers random on patrol, and I knew they were there, so I thought I would slow it down and show you that I make a little mistake here. Whoops. Yep, I'm still figuring out the limits of the no shirt camo thing, and it doesn't work quite as well as what I thought. But that's okay. Just a first alert. I crawl away. Looks like there's no trouble here. While I'm crawling away, some thoughts to throw out there is I'm obviously recording this in post in this case, which is kind of easier for me to do, because I have to have a quiet, silent room to record any voice audio, and I don't always have that with my dogs barking or Trina hanging around. So, but I might just, if you guys would prefer, try to find some time in a quiet room to do these attempts and record my voice as I go, because that might make for some interesting commentary. It's just harder for me to do it that way. We'll see. Anyway, here we are, arriving on the main location of this mission, trying to rescue Miller. And I'm trying to hop up in this building. There we go. Now, for any of you that are watching that don't know Metal Gear, that's a decoy over my left right there. It's just kind of a balloon man. It's not actually a soldier. Up close, they're pretty easy to tell, but at distance it can be hard. so I don't have to worry about that guy.
Complete.
So I'll mark a couple of dudes. A note about marking, when you have marking turned off, is you can still open your iDroid and see the little arrow moving around. So sometimes when I do these attempts, I'm probably going to use that to my advantage. I might mark a guy, check my map to see where he is. I don't know how you guys feel about that. If you feel like that is too cheap, then I can not do that too. But I ended up not using that technique in this. I mark guys, but I never check my map to check where they are. So getting in this side of the town can be a little tricky. Mark that guy.
Complete.
There's a couple of dudes that just sort of stood in my way. We're about to come up on one right now. But what is of note is that's pretty late in the day. And, oh, there he is. I was questioning, like, maybe I could just sneak around the edge of that rock and get away with it when he's not turned and facing me like he is right now. But I thought it's so late in the day, I'll just wait until the sun goes down and see if he moves at shift change. And, oh, there he goes. Lucky me. So around I go. And then I pause for a second because I see that guy in the distance. I'm thinking, oh crap, like, what about this guy? You know, I have no idea. The guy's walking right now. I don't know if he's going to come back or what, or somebody else comes. I have no idea. So I don't want to linger here. I don't have a good place to hide like I did before. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm doing my slow crawl right now. You can crawl slow, you can crawl fast. I'm trying to slow one and see if I can slink around this corner without this guy noticing me. In camo, I think it would work, but clearly, he sees me. First alert. So I speed up my crawl, get around the corner. Luckily, boop, window. Oh. So right now I'm thinking, crap. Like, is he walking forward? Do I wait until he comes back? But if I do that, will he be in my way? So I take a chance, and I come out and crawl and look back, and there he is. We're in the clear. The gamble paid off. So now I'm sneaking up on my objective, getting pretty close. To my right, there's this sort of doorway. There's two doorways, actually. And I'm trying to get in the second one. And I get a little anxious about guards, so I keep moving and go right past it. Then I look back. Oh, wait, gotta go here. And, oh shit, there's a guard. So I'm thinking, crap, he's probably coming out here. I don't know what to do. Let me just start crawling. And in just a moment, I've got the game sound off right now so I can't hear, but you hear him respond. He sees me, right? And crap, there's this guy, but he doesn't see me. So I slip around the corner thinking, okay, I can't go back. The guy's checking for me. I've got to move before this guy turns around. So let me get around this corner here and see what happens. Uh-oh! Shit, there's a guy there too. For a brief moment, I'm thinking, fuck, I'm done. But there's this door. Maybe this door will be my rescue. Let's find out.
That's the building,
we're
boss.
good.
That's where they're
At least
holding
it
Miller.
seems like we're good. So creeping along, got my stairwell. I'm underneath my objective right now, and I'm aware of this. I've played this game enough that I kind of know where I'm going most of the time. But this is not my normal way in. Like when I play this game normally, I'd never come in this way. So I'm taking some guesses, taking some chances here. Kind of unsure. And I find a little surprise right there. Whoops. Good thing that guy was looking away. So I'll wait for a while. I have no idea what this guy does. I don't know what his patrol is. No idea. So I'll wait for a while. And eventually I'm like, it looks like he just stands there. I'm just going to go ahead and go. So I sneak through this door, hoping for the best. Now this room looks clear. So I'm feeling good, feeling safe. That door on the left there is my objective. There's old Miller. And then out of nowhere, I hear something. So I look behind me. There's a light. Like, what the hell? Well, I figure I may as well jump under this bed, hope for the best. And oh my god! I just barely missed that one. Got a little lucky there, to be honest with you. I have no idea where this guy came from. I don't know if he was the guy on the balcony a moment ago, or if he was in the corner that I didn't look in. I don't know where this guy came from. But fortunately, he doesn't see me, so I crawl out. He's pulling out all the smoke over there, so I figure he's going to stay in place for a moment. And I get in this corner trying to get a good view of him. There we go. And I'm waiting for him to see what he does, right? And he pulls out another smoke, so I'm thinking, okay, well, go ahead and grab Miller, because I don't know what's going to happen after the cutscene that ensues from rescuing Miller. So I carefully dodge all the objects in the room, frightened I'm going to make some noise and alert that guy. I'm going to skip the cutscene here. Alrighty. We got Miller. So, sometimes the guards change state when you trigger a cutscene, so that's what's in my mind right now. I'm thinking, what's this guy doing? Is he still there?
Mission info has been updated.
Is he going to stay there? Is he going to go somewhere else? So I get my spot, and I'm watching him, and I want him to start smoking again, because I know they don't turn while they're smoking. They stay and just face one direction, so I'm waiting for that to happen again, and it's a good thing that I did, because another dude walks up and starts talking to him. So I'm sitting waiting, and I'm worried that at the end of this conversation he's going to walk away, but fortunately he turns around and he starts smoking. Great. So I'm going to go out the way that I'm a little bit more comfortable with, knowing if I go back down the steps, I'm probably walking into some chaos that I don't know or understand. Or this little alleyway that I'm going into in a second is usually clear, even though I encountered a guy there earlier this mission. So I'm being careful. Checking to the right. Checking to the left. Don't see anybody.
Not so
yet.
Heavy anymore, right?
And I go into this sort of ruined castle. Now I could keep going forward through there, but I know there's some crazy guards. I'm kind of worried about it, so I decide I'm going to try something different. Instead of going out the way I came in, I'm going to check this sort of back alley again. Kind of looking to the right, looking to the left now. And I don't see anybody. So I poke my head out there, and I spot that guy. So I just scurry across real quick. I'm thinking, how about I juke to the right behind these buildings and go out the other side of the town entirely? Seems like a good plan. And, one last little obstacle for me. There's this guy. I'm a little anxious about crossing. Can he see me? Can he not? I eventually just decide, screw it, I'm going to go for it. And it worked out great. So we keep going. And when I reach this corner, I start hearing voices. I hear people responding to things. And I'm wondering, did I mess up? Did somebody spot me? Did somebody hear me? And ultimately the answer is no. They discovered Miller has been removed. The prisoner's missing. And so an alert phase raises, but it's not from being spotted. It's just from the prisoner being taken. So whatever. I'm in the clear here. So I keep moving, and I do something maybe you guys think is a little cheap here. I move the helicopter. If you played this first mission before, then you may remember what typically happens, and I'm skipping that by just moving the helicopter. So and then I moved the helicopter right over the town. I realized that's kind of dumb, so I moved it again, and it worked out okay. They spotted the helicopter, but yeah, whatever. Didn't spot me, so I'm cool with it. Now I'm just running over the helicopter. Nothing interesting happening here. And we win. Victory is mine. We'll ride out, take a quick look at the score screen when that pops up. Just take note that I've got the no traces bonus over on the right. Ba-bang. S rank. It's automatic S rank if you get no traces, so great. Doesn't matter how long you can take your time. If you get no traces, you automatically win. Alright, thanks guys. See you next time.